Hi friends, greetings from IGSS Academy. Myself Krishna. Today we are going to speak about TallyPrime. So here, referring to my book material, okay, we are going to speak about the Tally main screen, how to create a company, and how to change the path, and what are the observation we need to do it, and how to create a company with accounts, inventory, and taxation with security, how to create a company with accounts only. So all those things will be going and learning one by one today. Okay. So coming back to my material or workbook. So you can see here the Tally, when you open the Tally, you come across a screen. This screen is called as select company screen. This screen you come across when there is no company selected and it is asking you to select a company, or you can create a company, then you can select the company. Okay. So under select company screen, what and all you can do? You can create a company, you can create a company, you can select the company from remote places, you can specify the path for accessing the company which is in that location, or you can select from the drive. So these are the options you find under select company. Okay, so now let us go to Tally here. So now what you're saying is you're seeing the Tally screen here. Right now there is no company is being selected and there is no company is available. So now let us go and create a company. For creating company, first let us have the information. So we're going to create a company called IGSS Academy. So when you're creating a company called IGSS Academy, to be noticed is, your got first is you need to define the path. So that is called as company data path. So what is company data path means? Where exactly you are going to store the Tally or the company which you are going to create, that where you are going to store. So you're going to store in this path, and if you want to change it also you can change it. Okay, so next you're going to give the company name and the address and the state and the contact details, and the financial year is very much important, the accounts, inventory and taxation for which financial you need to maintain, that financial year is being defined here, and the book beginning from. So what is book beginning from is the date of transaction which is recorded, the first date of transaction which is recorded in the book, that date is been specified or mentioned in this while creating company. Okay, so all this explanation step by step is given in the workbook. So we are referring to the page number 6 of my workbook. I'm referring the page number 6 to 7 about the creation of the company. Okay, so let me take this path. Now I'm going for here. So what I'm doing is, now I need to create a company now. So I'm going with create company. I can select this option either by mouse, or I can use arrow key, up arrow key and down arrow key. I can select this by using up arrow key, or I can use Alt C for creating company. Now you can see here the company path is been specified here. The company data path is specified here. Now I don't want to create or must store the company in this path. So I'll go backspace and I add my data path here. So I'm adding the data path here. So when I say enter and you enter, if the data path is already existing, then it will accept it. If it is not available, then it asks me to create it. So I go with yes. Now the database is been created. Now I select the data path on the left side of the screen. Okay, when I select this, now the path is been defined. Now what I will do, I'm going to create a company called IGSS Academy, and I'm giving the mailing address. Okay, next is I'm going with the selecting from the right side Karnataka. On the right side you can see the options of the state. I'm selecting Karnataka here. Then the pin code I'm typing here. But what you can see is now I'm not getting the contact details and some more information which is missing from the screen. So what to do is, if you want to add some more information on the screen is, you can press F12. When you press F12, you get an option that you need to add contact details. You can say yes. And if you want the security level, you can say yes. And you've got two type of security level. One is Tally Vault security, which encrypt your file and keep it more secured. And apart from that, you've got user access control. So if you say yes, and you want to add the base currency, then you can say yes. Okay, then when you say this is how the screen looks like, means more options are available to update the information. Okay, suppose we don't want right now, I'm going to press F12. I don't want the contact details right now. I don't want any security level at this point of time. I'm just saying no for that by pressing F12, and I'm going back, and the financial year I'll go with 2120, and the book beginning from I'll go with 2120. So by filling this basic information, I can say enter to save it, or I can use Control A to save the information. Once the company information has been saved, you get a message called company created successfully. You get a message called company created successfully. Once you get this message, you can see that this also is called as company features. In this company features, you can come across accounting features, inventory features, tax features. In this, by default, GST will be enabled. So by going with this, yes, you can go for updating the GST details of the company. So right now I'll go with this and say Control A and accept the default things, and the company is being created. Okay, so I'll come back to this. Now what we have done is we have given the data path, we have assigned the data path while creating the company. Then we have created a company called IGSS Academy by considering the financial year 2021 and the book beginning from. This is things what we have done right now. And all those things, information about how to create a company, all the step by step is been given in my workbook, referring to page number 6 and 7. Okay, once the company is created, you can see all the information is given step by step. Okay, and once the company is created, again I'm repeating. So now what happens, now we have come across to this screen. So this screen is called as gateway of Tally screen. You can see a gateway of Tally. This screen is called gateway of Tally screen, and the screen which we were accessing before, it was called as select company screen. In select company screen, there was no company selected. Now you can see one company is selected. So that is why we are into gateway of Tally screen. Okay. Now coming back to my material. So the things to be observed means you need to make your observation so that it will be very easy for you to understand. So on the right side, you got gateway of Tally. On the left side, you can see that you got current date. Okay. And the name of the company, current period, name of the company, current date, and date of last entry. So these are things what you can see on the left side, and the right side you can see gateway of Tally. So what is current period is, the current period is the it shows you the financial year. So the company which has been selected should be falling under this financial year. Then only you can do the transaction. If the company is not matching with this financial year, then you cannot do record or do any transaction. You cannot save any transaction. Okay. So how do we change the transaction? How do you change the current period? So you can use Alt F2 to change the current period. In this example, I given Alt F2, I given the financial year ranging from 2010 to 2022. Why I have given this is not to get confused with the financial year. So current period speaks about the range of financial year or a financial year which it can support the company which has been selected. Suppose I have given 2010 to 2022, means any company which is selected within this financial year can be operated. Okay, so the same thing which I mentioned in my material, that is the first observation what I need you people to learn. And the second is we have got current date. So current date speaks about when the date is been mentioned here. Whenever you open the voucher, the current date will be a default date of that voucher. Okay, and that's what we are going to see practically also. So you can change the current date by working with or using F2 key. F2 key is to change the current date and Alt F2 is to change the period. Okay, next is you're coming across name of the company which we are active, that will be on the starting here. The company which is selected active means which you are able to work will be here, and the company which is selected but it is not active will be on the downside. The first company is active which you are working with, and the company which has been selected but not active will be on this downside of the name of the company screen. Okay, and apart from that, you also come across date of last entry. What is date of last entry means? Suppose if any transaction has been recorded, the last date of the transaction which is recorded in this company is this will be displayed here. From this you can come to know that the company, the last transaction which is recorded, that date can be seen here. Right now the company which has been created is very new, so it's showing you no voucher entered. Okay, so next is on the right side. On the right side, we have come across gateway of Tally. From this gateway of Tally, you have got masters, you have got transaction, you got utilities, you have got report. From master, what and all we can do, we can create, alter, and go with chart of accounts. Okay, on rightmost things, you have got a ribbon where you got F2 for changing date and F3 again to work with. F3, I'm speaking about F3. Again, F3, whatever you can do is you can create a company, you can alter company, you can set company, you can shut company. All those things you can do with the function key called F3. Okay, so that I'll be showing you practically. Now let us go back here. So as per the observation, we come across current period. Now what I will do, I'll change the current period. I'll press Alt F2. Now I'm going to change it from 2010 to 2022. So now what happens, any company which has been selected between this financial year can be operated. Suppose if I set a single financial year, only that financial year company which belongs to that company which belongs to that financial year only can be operated. Okay, right now you can see that current date is 1st of April. So when I go to voucher for recording transaction, the default date will be when I go for voucher, the default date will be 1st of April. You can see here. Okay, suppose if I change the date F2, if I change it to 5th of April, now if I go here, my default date will be 5th of April. So what I mean to say is, if the current date will be reflecting the voucher date. Okay, so whenever the current date what is been set, whenever you go to voucher, when you start opening the voucher, the current date will be the default, will be the current date will be the default of the voucher date. That's what I have shown you in the material. Okay, next is what we are speaking is on the right side. You can see this gateway of Tally. This gateway of Tally on the right side. So and up rightmost you can find F2. F2 is for changing date, and apart from that, F3 is for creating company, altering company, select company, shut company. Again repeating, create, alter, select, shut company. And also you can see the company which is been selected, that also can be seen here. The company which has been selected can be seen here. And one more important observation what you can make it from here is the company which has been created is assigned a company code with 5 digit that starts from 10,000. So each and every company we create, the Tally Prime is going to assign a 5 digit a company code with starting from 10,000. So let us go and create a company here. I'll go with create company. Okay. Now I'll go with the name IGSS Bengaluru. Okay. Then I give Rajajinagar. Okay. Now I select the state as Karnataka and pin code I'll go with. Okay. The same financial year I'll go with. Then I say enter, enter, enter and save it, or I can go with Control A and I get this screen. I get a message called company created successfully. Again, I got accounting features, inventory features, and taxation features. Please make a note on this. So I have got accounting features is enabled, inventory features is enabled, and taxation features is enabled. Now I save this as it is. Okay. Now what you can see is whenever now the company is created, now active company is Bengaluru, and the company which was before was IGSS Academy. Okay. Now what I need is when I go to chart of account, I can see I can work with accounting masters, inventory masters, and statutory masters. I can work with three masters. Why this is options available is because when I go to features, okay, I'll go to Bangalore features because we have activated accounting features, we have activated inventory features, and also we have activated taxation. In taxation, by default, GST is enabled by default. Okay, so I'm just going back. So this is about the gateway of Tally. Under gateway of Tally, you get create option for working with accounting, inventory, and statutory. Again in alter, also you get the same thing. The difference is here is you can display the existing things and also you can alter or create new things. Whereas in case of create, only you can create, you cannot see the existing, whatever the existing things you cannot see, only you can create it. Okay. And you got one more thing called chart of account where you get everything displayed in this format where you can see group and ledgers and everything together. You get in like type of list of accounts. That is what we see in list of chart of accounts. Okay, that's about the gateway of Tally. You got in master. Okay, in master you can create accounting information, inventory information, and statutory details. When you come to transaction, you come across voucher, where in voucher you can record day-to-day activities of the business by selecting the appropriate vouchers. That will be speaking in the next session. Okay, and daybook is a journal where it records all the transaction which is been done by day-wise transactions can be seen and verified. Next, you get all the banking related activities can be seen from this banking, and here you get all the reports of the accounts of the company. You get all the reports of the means reports related to company which has been selected IGSS Bangalore. Okay, so now we come across we got familiar with the Tally Prime screen. As I said, here on the left side you get the screen where the number of companies has been selected, current period and current date, and the last voucher entry can be observed. On the right hand side you get gateway of Tally where you can go with creating of account master, inventory master, or strategy masters. You can do day-to-day transaction by using voucher, and you can check day-to-day wise transactions by going with daybook. You can also go with banking, and reports you can access from reports. Okay, and on the right more side we have got F2 to change the date, and F3 again I'm using F3. What we have done is we have created company. Now let me go with creating one more company. I'll go for creating a company here. I'll go with IGSS Mangalore. IGSS Mangalore. Okay, now I'll take it as Mangalore. Again it falls into Karnataka state. Okay, and right now I just skip the pin code. Now what I'll do, I need to add security level for this company. So what I'm going to do is I'm pressing F12. I'm enabling the security level, first level of security. I'm enabling Tally Vault, and the second level of security also I'm enabling it. Okay, and I'm saving it. Now once I enabled it, I get an option under security. Now before security option was not available. Now you got two type of security level. Okay, now you can go here and say yes and give 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. It is easy to remember. For the demo purpose I'm giving this password. Okay, now when you say that I want to use the first security level is been given, which is going to encrypt the company data for higher level of security. Okay, that's what we say with Tally Vault. Now I'm adding one more security level, that is called user level security. With that I'm just enabling this. Now you can see I'm just giving the user administrator name as my name here. Okay, and I'm giving the same password 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it's asking me for confirmation, yes, and enabling the audit features and say, and rest of them thing I take it as default and save it. As soon as I save this, it is asking me the tally word password for opening the company. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it is the first level of security which is asking me for authentication. Next is I have to enter the administrator name and the password for accessing the company. Now the company has been accessed, and as already we have seen that we get a message called company created successfully. Now I'm getting accounting, inventory and taxation all together. Now what I want in this company, I don't want inventory. So what I'll do, I say no for inventory. Okay, and rest I'll go with Control A to save it. Okay, so in this company in Mangalore, what I've done, I have only selected accounting and taxation features, whereas inventory I have not enabled it, I have disabled it. So when you go for masters, when you check with create, you get only accounting and statutory. You get only with accounting and statutory. You don't find inventory because we have disabled under F11 features. Again you go to alter, again you don't find that. So same thing happens in chart of account also. You don't find inventory details here. Okay, so as of now, what we have done is we have created the three companies. One company IGS Academy, Mangalore, where in Mangalore we have not enabled the inventory details, as well as in Mangalore we have enabled the security level. Okay, so that whenever you open the company, it asks for security level. Without the password, you cannot access the company information. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll go with again F3. So with F3, what I'm doing now, you can see the company 1 2 3 is been created and it's been selected. As I said, the first company that we have created is been assigned 10,000. The second company has been assigned 10,001, and the third company has been assigned 10,002. All these companies is right now selected and can be seen on the screen. Now what I want to shut this company. Shut this company means if I'm not deleting it, I'm just removing this company from my screen. So for that, I'll go for shut company option, enter, select the company which you want to shut and say confirm. Yes, it has been shut. Now you can see that company has been removed from the screen here. You can see the company has been removed. Okay, again I'm using F3. Again I'm going for shut. I'm shutting the company. Now only Bangalore is left. Again I'm saying F3 and shut. So what happens? All the company is been shut right now. But when no company is selected, I'm back to the company screen called select company screen. You can see here. When a company is been selected, we were in gateway of tally screen, but in here, since all the company has been shut, that means it has been closed and it is not been selected. Because of that, we are under select company screen. As well as you can see under this path, the company which we have created, all the three companies are being displayed here, but it is not been selected. And one more observation, you can make a note here. The two companies name you can read and this company name you cannot read because it is been protected by Tally Vault password. Tally Vault password protect the company, even the name cannot be read, and only it can be accessed or through the company code. Okay. Now what I'll do is, now again I need to select company. So I'll select now one by one. I'll go with Tally, this one, coded one. So it asks me for password. Without that, I cannot open it. Again, I have to enter the administrator name and all those things you need to remember. Otherwise, you cannot access this. Again, what I need to do is, again, I'll go for F3. See, now I got a company selected. Now I'm out of select company screen. Now I don't get any select company screen because I'm right now in gateway of Tally screen, because only one company is being selected. Okay. Now what I'll do, I'll go again F3. Again, I'll go for select company. Again, I'll go with second one. Again with F3, I'll go for select company, then the last one. So now by using those keys, I'm able to select the company, but right now my active company is Bengaluru. Okay, I can switch over the company by clicking on the mouse also. I'm going to select IGSS Academy now. My academy is my active company, Bengaluru. Now Bengaluru has become my active company, and Mangaluru is my active company by clicking on this. So same thing which I have already mentioned in my workbook. So here you can see that current date has been over. Next is you're going to create a company by using Alt F3. You can just create a company, alter, select, shut, all those things I've shown you practically. And observation, very much important, is each and every time you create a company code is being generated, that 5-digit code. Okay. And in a path, you can create as much as 10, from 10,000 to 99,999, so much of companies you can create under a single path. Okay. So many companies you can create. Okay. So this is about the information. Next is, as I spoken to you, that we have create a company with security level. When I enable the security level, you got Tally Vault password and user level. In Tally Vault password, we are given the password. In user level, we give the administrator name and the password. So we have got two security level for logging in. It will ask you for the Tally Vault password. Okay. Then it will ask you for the username. So all this information, what I demonstrated in this session, everything you can find in page number 14. Okay. So in page number 6 to 7, you got a creation of the company. In 8 to 9, you can have the observation. Okay. And again, we are going to speak about on the F2, on the right menu bar, you find F2 and F3 keys. F2 for changing the date, and F3 is for creating, altering, selecting, and shutting of the company. Okay. Next is we are going to speak about, and also we have spoke about how to enable the company, create a company with the security level. Okay. And how to provide Tally Vault and user level security level, and observation also we have come across. Okay. Next is we are going to speak about the top menu. And the top menu, we have got a key called AltG. Okay. So what is AltG is where you can access the report. So I'm going with, on the top menu, this is the top menu, and this is the right side keys. On the top menu, I'm accessing AltG. So in AltG, what happens? You can access the reports. You can see here all the reports can be accessed very quickly. And also you want to do the transaction, you want to record a transaction, then you can go for create voucher. Directly you can start recording the transaction. Okay. Again, AltG. Suppose you want to create any masters, you can create the masters, accounting or statutory or inventory masters. Right now inventory is not enabled in this company. Because of that, we are not able to see the inventory master. Okay. Again, AltG. And then you can have expand to see more options, or show more to see, which gives you more options which are available under AltG. Again, I'm repeating, with AltG you can record transactions with the help of create voucher. You can go with creating of masters like accounting masters, inventory masters, and statutory masters. All these things you can handle it. You can alter the masters, and also you can see more or collapse. All these things you can do on the topmost. And the next level is you get reports. Common reports are there, financial accounting reports are there, receivable and payable reports are there, cash and fund flow reports are there, and banking reports and taxation reports, ledger reports, like this, all the reports can be accessed in a single key called AltG. Okay, that's about the AltG. Next is on the topmost, you find one more key called AltK. AltK is also a company and F3 is also company. Okay, so in AltK, again, what and all you can do, you can create a company, you can alter a company, you can switch between companies. I can switch between the companies by using AltK and change. Okay, then you can select the company. So you can select the company either going to AltK, or also you got a shortcut key called Alt F3. By using Alt F3 also you can select the company. You can shut the company by Control F3. So all these things you can do with AltK also. On the topmost you find AltK for doing creating, alter, change, everything. On the right most you find F3 for doing the same operation. Okay, and apart from that you can change user, you can change password. Okay, you can change the role. This all speaks about user level, security level. Then you can connect this, make it available for remote access, and you can access remote Tally server through remote access. And you can go with features, security, all these things, additional features you can access with AltK. Okay, so on the topmost menu you got AltK for having, creating, then changing the user level, connecting, all these things can be accessed with AltK. So now you can see here with AltG, you can go with reports. With AltG, you can go with, with AltG, you can record transactions, you can create masters, accounting masters, inventory masters, and statutory masters. You can alter the masters, you can expand, and here you find all the reports. All the reports can be accessed from these places, like common reports, accounts payable, receivable reports, banking reports, all these things can be accessed. Okay, so that's what is mentioned in your workbook. You can see create watches where you can record transaction, create masters, you can go with accounting master, inventory, and statutory. So uh, and you can alter masters. Okay, and with, on the topmost you find AltK. With the function of AltK you can, again I'm repeating, you can create, alter, change, select, shut, all those things. And also you can come across the shortcut key directly where you can access how to change company, how to select company, how to shut company by using Alt F3 and Control F3. All those things has been mentioned in your workbook and that can be observed. Can do observe. Okay, so this is about AltK. Next, we have spoken about this has been, I have shown you this demo about the security level. Next, you can create a company with only with accounts and inventory and taxation. Here, I am disabling this inventory. So once you have disabled the inventory, you find only with accounts and statutory because the inventory has been disabled. This also I have shown you. So, and everything is available in your workbook, and also you can refer from page number from 6 to 17, from 6 to 18, what and all have demonstrated. Everything is available in workbook. So refer my workbook, follow the instruction one by one so that you can complete all these practicals by yourself, and you will feel more comfortable and you'll make your learning process quite easy and happy. Thank you for this session for today. Thank you.